And these are called tostadas. Super easy to make, as you can tell. Okay, so what you're gonna need for this recipe is some small corn tortilla shells. I prefer the yellow ones made by this company, La Tortilla Factory. Anyway, they're really, really good. They're made in California. They're better than any tortilla I've ever had that's been made in the US. You want a stock of green onions. You just need one of them really, but they come like this. You can have, I prefer pre-cooked chicken breast. So this is from the like rotisserie chicken. They section them off for me, so I get 4 of those. But if you want, you can make the chicken from scratch. We're not going to be using the skin. You need some sort of barbecue sauce. Today we're going to be using sweet and spicy barbecue sauce by Sweet Baby Ray's. Really, really good. And you're going to need some kind of cheese. So we're going to be using 4-state cheddar and mozzarella by Sargento's. So anyway, super simple recipe. So I guess let's just get on with step 1. Okay, so step 1, what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove the chicken breast from the bone. So fairly easy. You just go like that, like that. We're gonna go ahead and do that with all 4 of them. And again, we're not using the skin. So discard the skin, even though people say the skin is the best part. Okay, now that that's done, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna shred the chicken. So to do that, easy way is you just take 2 forks and you literally just, shred it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So now we're done shredding the chicken. As you can see, it's about the consistency you want right there. Maybe a little finer than that. We're gonna go ahead and take some of the barbecue sauce and we're gonna put it on here. And this is personal preference. I don't like to put as much, like, this looks like a lot, but it's really not. Because you can always add more, but you can never take any out. So go ahead and put the barbecue sauce on there, and then we're gonna just go ahead and literally just mix that up. Get evenly coated. So now that step of the recipe is done, we're actually gonna just go ahead and set this to the side and wait for the next step. Step of the recipe, we actually wanna get a nice pan out, and you also wanna preheat the oven to 375 degrees. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do right now. Okay, so you preheat the oven to 375 degrees, bake, obviously. And it's kind of a controversial step. So what you can do with the tortillas, you can actually, man, I just ripped the bag right open. Crap. We're gonna go ahead and take a pan, we're gonna spray some pan spray on it. You can use oil or butter, whatever you want, but I prefer pan. I'm just gonna go ahead and take 3 tortillas. So the next step is pretty controversial, in my opinion. If you like them crispier, you can put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 3 minutes and crisp them up. I prefer them not very crispy, so what I do is I just literally spray the pan, put them down. So after we have that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and that chicken we made, we're going to evenly portion that out on each piece. Again, this is personal preference, so depending on how much meat you want on. It's about how much I like, right about there. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom in after we get all 3 done. So now that we have that done, we wanna take our cheese. So what I like to do is, I like to, because I'm gonna be eating 3 of them, I like to actually have 3 separate, essentially 3 separate ones. So this one we're gonna just put mozzarella. Again, cheese, personal preference, how much you wanna put on. I like to keep it a little light. This one I'm gonna put a little mozzarella. Okay. Let me go ahead and take the 4-state cheddar. And I put a little bit of cheddar on this one. See what I did there? I mixed the cheddar and mozzarella. And then this last one I'm just gonna put straight cheddar. A little bit more cheese than that. Okay. Now we take the onions, the green onions. Again, we don't need that many, so what we usually do is we cut the end off. And then we just literally cut them on here like so. Again, Not as many as you want onion-wise. I prefer, not a lot, but not a little. You definitely need the onions on there. I've made these before without the onions, and you can definitely tell it's missing something, and what it was actually missing was the onions. So, again, just real easy way to do it is with a pair of kitchen shears. I apologize for how hideous these look. That's actually the next purchase we're going to be making, is a nice pair of kitchen shears. Look good on camera, obviously. So, okay, so that's done. So now we're gonna go ahead to the next step. Okay, so the next step of the recipe is we put a little bit more barbecue sauce on. Again, it's personal preference. You can put as much as you want or none at all, but again, this is like a little drizzle effect. So we just literally, like that, no particular way, you know, just looks nice. Like I like a Z, M, or a W on there. So there they are, and they're ready to go in the oven. So once that preheats, we're going to obviously put them in the oven. So stay tuned. Okay, the oven is preheated to 375 degrees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, shit, there's already a pan in there. What was I thinking? Okay, the oven has been preheated to 375 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up, or open her up. I don't know if the oven's a girl or a guy. And put this in, like so. And we're going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and check on it and see if it looks like we want it to look. This is kind of a trial and error depending on how much cheese you use, how much chicken you use, the size of the tortilla, the type of tortilla. So again, almost everything you're going to put in for 5 minutes, and then we're going to see if it's done enough. So stay tuned. Okay, so the oven is going off. We're going to turn the timer off and check them. And as you can see, they definitely look done. So we're going to take those out of the oven and plate them. We're going to go ahead and take these out of the oven. Okay, and make sure we put them on that because we don't want to split the granite. So they're done. Let me zoom in on them for you real quick. One with just the mozzarella, that's the combo, and that one's just the cheddar. Let's get an even closer look at these. Don't play that porn music, baby. Wow. Yum. 4K goodness. And these are called Tostadas. Super easy to make, as you can tell. This is a great recipe for like the Super Bowl. This would be a really good recipe for just in general, something if you just don't feel like doing a lot of cooking, you go ahead and make these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and plate these for you real quick. There you have it. Look at those. Simply amazing. Again, easy to make tostadas. Barbecue chicken tostadas to be exact. So this is a recipe that floats your boat. If you liked watching this video, we have many more recipes just like this. So check out the channel. So hit the subscribe button. We're doing cooking videos all the time, among other videos. So make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when these come out. And let me know how you guys like this recipe after you made it. Leave it in the comment section below. Bon appetito! 614 Life. Peace and you're welcome.